Hi, this is Mark Satterfield. Gotten a number of emails from many of you about the coaching program on creating information products, and people have been asking when is it going to start, how long is it going to be, what's the price. So I thought I'd take a few minutes to share with you a quick update. What I want to talk about over the next few minutes, and I'm going to try to keep this as brief as possible, is to share with you a little bit about the program and what's included, talk about exactly how long it's going to be. It is going to be a relatively small program. Actually, it's going to be a very small program, so I'm going to talk to you about the number of participants. I'll also give you a sense in terms of whether this is right for you. I've been doing a lot of thinking about pricing, and I've got a couple of different options, and I'll share with you about how the pricing is going to work, and then I'll also tell you when we're going to launch it, which is coming up very, very soon. Now, the first question, of course, is whether this is right for you. And naturally, I have a bias. My feeling is that if you are a consultant, if you are in the services business, if you offer advice of really any kind, that you're really missing an opportunity if you're not also in the information products business. I mean, information products, quite frankly, enable you to get more new business from your existing clients. It enables you to create a launching pad for your premium price consulting or speaking or training programs. I think that probably somewhere between 25 and 30% of the people that are in my Platinum Consulting program started off by buying one of my information products. And I think the same would be true for you if you got in this business. It also improves your positioning as the trusted source. Your information products go a long ways towards building that trust, building credibility. And naturally, of course, it's an opportunity to earn passive income. I mean, it really does enable you to make money while you sleep. And I still, to this day, get enormous pleasure out of the fact of coming down to the office and turning on the computer and seeing that people bought something overnight. And I literally did make money while I sleep. And what this enables you to do, of course, is to transition what most of you have, which is very much of a labor-intensive delivery model, into a model in which you can really deliver your information from anywhere, and of course you can pretty much work the hours that you want. So I think there's a lot of very compelling reasons for why one should at least investigate being in the information products business. Now, let me tell you a little bit about how the program evolved and how I got about starting to do this. I started General Marketing back in '92, and by 1994 I was pretty well established in the sense of having a full book of business. But the concern that I had is that I had pretty much all of my eggs in a few proverbial baskets, and if I had lost 2 or 3 clients, I would have lost a substantial part of my business. So starting in '94, I really wanted to make a concerted effort to both diversify my business. I wanted to have my income come from a larger number of clients. And I also very much wanted to stop trading time for dollars, because I was getting to the point where I was pretty much maxed out in terms of my personal time. There's a lot of other things that I enjoy doing, ranging from reading to writing to playing golf. And I could see that if I was going to achieve what I wanted to from an income standpoint, and if my only deliverable was the physical delivery of services, then I was either going to have to run myself ragged or I was going to have to compromise on the income level. So what that did was that led me to information products. And I went out and I bought, and I continued to do so, pretty much all the information that's available. So, I got everything that Dan Kennedy did, and, Corey Ruddle at the time was one of the big early people in terms of information products, and Gary Halbert, and more recently Frank Kern, and even Pagan, and John Carlton, and I mean, the list goes on. And, I'm looking at my bookcase now in my office, and, there's probably, I would guess, 65, maybe 70 programs programs there. And quite frankly, they're definitely worth the money, and I'm definitely glad that I invested in them. But here's the catch. Pretty much all the programs out there, what they are is they're very heavy on what to do rather than how to go about doing it. And that is a big problem. The big problem winds up being is that if you know what to do, you still have a lot of dots that aren't connected. And this is why I think a lot of people get frustrated, and a lot of reason why a lot of people eventually give up on actually seeing these development of information products through to fruition. Because, it sounds at the 10,000 foot always very simple and very easy. And then, of course, when you're actually down there, it's a question of, okay, exactly how do I do this? And so I wanted to create a program that really teaches both the what to do as well as the how to do. And I think I've come up with that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit it to 20 participants because, first of all, this is a test. And second of all, I want the people to be successful. And in order to do that, because this is a combination of one-on-one and group coaching, I don't want to spread myself too thin. So we're going to limit it to 20 participants. And the initial push, if you will, and you need to be prepared for this, is that the first 8 weeks are going to be pretty intense because it's an 8-week program. The first 4 weeks are going to be group coaching, and then the next 4 weeks are going to be one-on-one coaching with me. So the first 4 weeks, we're going to focus on a kind of a deep dive on information products, and I'm going to share with you a little bit more about what's going to be in that. And then it's going to be me working with you personally, and then after that, there's going to be additional ongoing support. So let me tell you a little bit about what's going to be covered. And in the beginning, we're going to go through a series of components, and starting off, of course, with selecting an audience and deciding on the topic, deciding on what kind of product it's going to be. And you have a lot of choice. It can be ebooks, it can be video, it can be audio, it can be coaching programs, it can be a lot of different things, and you need to decide what type of product that is going to be most appropriate for you. And you also need to be figuring out what kind of price you want for it. Is this something that's going to be a revenue stream? Is it primarily going to be lead generation for your additional programs? So there's a lot of pricing issues, and we're going to go into that. Of course, in terms of the development of your program, there's a research component to that. And I want to really walk you through the steps of creating a information product. It's not difficult. I mean, I'm living proof that it's not difficult. Believe me, if I can do it, you can do it. But, there are some steps. And like everything, if you follow a system, if you follow a process, you're going to be successful. If you just kind of say, hey, we're just going to kind of create something, you'll probably get about a third of the way through and then you'll stall out. Now, of course, you want to be able to test the product, before you roll it out, and there's some easy ways to do that. Some very simple ways, in fact, to make sure that your product aligns very closely with the needs that your potential customers have. And rather than just creating your product in isolation, there's some simple things you can do. Matter of fact, there's some stuff that's absolutely free that will dramatically increase the odds of having your product be embraced by your market, and also will give you a lot of good information in terms of how to market it. And we're going to spend a lot of time on marketing. I mean, there's a technology component to all of this, which is creating one-page websites and creating autoresponder systems. And I want to show you how to do that. There's joint ventures. People with big lists, how do you exactly get on their radar screen? Can you do it? Yes, you can, but you got to have the right kind of offer. And having compelling offers is the real key to marketing here. And both in terms of people that are going to buy the product directly, as well as people that would joint venture with you or potentially become an affiliate. So, all of this in terms of, how do you conceptualize, how do you determine the right market, how do you develop the product, how do you create it, how do you test it, and then, of course, how do you market it? That's what I really want to show you how to do. Now, the program is going to launch on October 10th at noon Eastern Standard Time. That's when I'm going to make the sign-up page live. Now, those of you who have sent me a an email saying that yes, you want to be included in the early announcement list. You don't need to do anything. You're going to get about a half hour heads up before the noon launch. As I say, this is limited to 20 people, so my guess is, and again, this is a test, so I don't know, but my guess is that the site, the sign-up page is going to stay up for a relatively short period of time. But it's going to launch on October 10th. The price, there's going to be a couple different options, and I thought about this a lot. There's going to be, and I don't have the precise numbers yet, but just to give you kind of a ballpark figure, I'm going to offer two options. One's going to be a straight fee, and it's going to be under $2,000. The other is going to be a share the wealth, and there the investment's going to be under $1,000, but you're going to have to be willing to share 5% of the revenues with me. So depending upon whether you're willing to, kind of have me serve and function as kind of your partner in this, in which case then there's going to be a lower upfront investment. If not, then there's going to be just an opportunity for a straight fee. I am going to give a payment plan. I know, economic times are challenging now. Matter of fact, some people said I was kind of crazy to introduce this now, but I want to. I think it's the right time. So we are going to have a 3-month payment plan as well. But that's kind of what I'm thinking about in terms of price. So just to give you a sense for that. Again, the launch is going to be October 12th at noon. That's when the page is going to go up that's going to explain everything in excruciating detail about the program, and it's going to give you the opportunity to sign up, and we'll keep the page up as long as we have slots for the 20 people. Anyone that's signed up for the advance notice, you guys will get about a half hour heads up via an email. So if you want to take advantage of it, you can jump on it. If you haven't signed up for the advance notice, there's a box on this page. Just go ahead and fill that out with your name and email and shoot it over to me, and I'll add you to the list. Okay, anyway, I hope this answers the questions that you have about the Information Products coaching program. I'm real excited about it because I think what it's going to do is really offer a program this is something I would have signed up for, which offers both the what to do as well as the one-on-one coaching to show you really how to do it. So as I say, if I'd been back in '94, this would definitely been something I would have signed up for, and I hope that this is something that you'll give serious consideration to if you think this would be something that would be beneficial to you. So again, thanks for watching this video. I enjoyed making it, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks. Bye bye.